is on the murky bow of a rusted old passenger ship on the verge of completing its 44-day hellish journey. As the ship pushes through a dense fog, we see a young immigrant boy leaning against the rail. Excitedly, he gazes upon the approaching iconic statue that would symbolize a newfound freedom and relief from social oppression for his entire family. As the ship touches the shore of Ellis Island, the 8-year-old boy looks up at his father and speaks. Papa, someday I'll make you proud of me, Papa. I'll achieve the timeless American dream of being a male nurse and marrying the world's most beautiful single mother. The year is 1991, the boy is Julian Silowitz. And I can't pronounce his name properly, so I just won't. In my mind, that's the whole story of Julian's immigration from Poland. I can't really be sure since I wasn't there. Either way, it makes for a decent story. But Julian was able to integrate quickly with American culture, so much so that you might not even have realized he wasn't born here. From his love of the Rangers to the New York Yankees, to his passion for Hollywood cinema and American rock and roll. Well, except the Eagles. He hates the Eagles. The band, not the team. He's even done away with his Polish accent in favor of the classic New York metrosexual accent he uses today. Alternative facts? Maybe. The truth is, I've only known Julian since we were about 20, and frankly, when we met, we absolutely hated each other. In fact, it's kind of sad that you picked somebody that hated you to be your best man, but I digress. Quickly, I realized my animosity towards him was only because we were so incredibly similar. Just a couple of sarcastic movie nerds with high-pitched nasally voices and perfect salon-quality hair. We were both the comedians of our merging friend groups, and we both desperately wanted to hook up with any random college girls walking the streets in New Brunswick. I believe skank was the term Julian most preferred at the time, and boy did he spend a lot of time looking for these so-called, well, you get the picture. Of course, he didn't spend nearly as much time as he did beforehand doing his hair and blasting a few sets of push-ups to get all pumped up before going out. Which is fine, because Julian actually preferred going to bars at closing time. His logic, of course, was that the ladies were already drunk and impressionable and had to go to bed. This unforgivable behavior continued throughout college as his little black book continued to fill up. At the time, like most Polish men, he had a proclivity for blonde-haired, blue-eyed Eastern Euro girls. That was, of course, until the day he met the brunette that would change everything. People always say love is blind, but I prefer to think love is a little crazy. And that's probably why it took the two of you meeting in a psychiatric ward to find your soulmates. And what a catch Jess is. Gorgeous, hardworking, amazing mother, unbelievably sexy, incredibly smooth legs, and that perfect body. So finally we arrive at today and the wedding they've been planning for so many years. Really, I just kind of assumed they were waiting for gay marriage to be legalized so Jess could finally marry the girl of her dreams. But I'm thrilled for them both that the big day has finally arrived. I'm told they plan on having a baby directly after the wedding, like, no joke, like tonight. When asked if they had a preference of boy or girl, Jess gave me the answer that made me realize no one would ever understand Julian as truly and deeply as she does. We're obviously not going to have a boy. It's definitely all girl sperm in those balls. She If that's not enough, right before leaving for his bachelor party, Jess actually asked me if she could give me money so she could buy him a lap dance. Can I get a round of applause for the coolest wife ever? But seriously, cheers to Jess for being old-fashioned enough to take her husband's last name, regardless of how complicated it is for the average American to spell or how badly strangers will butcher the pronunciation for the rest of your natural life. Now, as much as I've loved the opportunity to publicly emasculate Julian, I've got to admit, girly as he is in the bathroom, as a friend, Julian really is the dude. At my own wedding, during the ceremony, a physical fight broke out between a crazy stranger and my groomsmen. Julian jumped right in, threw this guy into a full Nelson, took total control of the situation, and had my back like some kind of physically superior tight shirt-wearing superhero. But that's the kind of guy Julian is. The kind of guy that would never let his friends die face down in the muck, even when he's out of his element. I guess the point is, Julian really is one of the most loyal, good-hearted guys I've ever met. He's the Walter to my dude, and he's one of the wittiest people I've ever had the pleasure of publicly criticizing me on a constant basis. I know it might seem like I'm being a little harsh on him up here, but the truth is there's nothing serious left to say that you don't already know. They've been together long enough that we know they're a great couple. He's already proven he can be a great father, and all three of them have proven they make a perfect family. I'm pretty sure at some point tonight he's going to pull me aside and inform me with his classically dry, blunt honesty how safe and lowbrow my little roast was tonight. He'll also probably tell me I was being cliche for ending my speech with a congratulatory cheers in his native Polish language. But without further ado, please raise your glasses. I'm going to do my best to pronounce this right.
Gratulacje I najlepsze życzenia.
Cheers to the bride and groom.
Give it up for Brendan.
That was 2 days worth of fucking work.
Good.